Welcome to the Backpack Show. Are
Oh
you
my
surprised?
gosh.
I always feel like you're surprised I'm here. Like a
What are
little
you doing in my
nonplussed.
space? You're in my space.
I don't know.
Look at that. That is Steve Brogan, my biological father, and his wife, Diane Brogan, both from
Your
Las
mother.
Vegas. My mother. Some would say.
Some would say. She would say.
Some would say. So.
And you would say.
Listen, I took a week off last week, and I was really bad at it.
Yeah, I don't think being sick counts.
I got sick.
As vacation.
But if I took a vacation, I'm not very good at vacations either. I try
to
to
be bad at vacation. You mean like you just don't stop working?
I work and I do things, and so I thought this is a fun guest we have.
Things you work and you do things. Isn't vacation doing things for some people? For some people,
some people like to go to museums and lots of tours.
Excuse me for wanting to learn stuff.
I just want to eat the food and talk to the people.
I feel attacked.
Yeah.
But today we're going to talk about the benefit of doing nothing at all. We have Jamie Sterling joining us, and the Southern Gulf Islands have an initiative that encourages you to do nothing.
And it's called what again?
Nothing is the new something.
Nothing is the new something.
Hi everyone, Tim Kitzer from NBA Jam and NFL Blitz, welcoming you to The Backpack Show. Your hosts, Chris Brogan, Kerry Gorgone, Boom Shakalaka.
Backpack Show.
I miss my background sometimes.
You do?
A little bit. I do. I really liked it. I actually have a picture of my real background that I used to have as my Zoom background. And people think it's a fake. I'm like, no, it's like, it was my office.
That's my place. You got 10 out of 10 from Room Raider from that.
I did, and then I left.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, well. Bonjour, Carol. We have someone from the other coast for you today. We have Jamie Sterling from the...
any sponsors you want to thank?
Oh, sponsors. God damn it. I always forget my sponsors. Hey, sponsors, you want to make a show like this, only do it better? You can send your ducks on vacation with StreamYard. See brogan.net/StreamYard. It's you can make your own show. Have a ball. Hey, how would you like a .online domain? I know I would. You could have Deuce.
You have one.
Oh, yeah, I do. So I got it by doing this. I went to cbrogan.net/online. I typed in the code Chris any way I wanted.
All caps.
Oh, all
Type
caps.
in the code Chris in all caps, and you can get the .online domain for 99 cents for a year.
99 United States cents, I want to point out.
Oh, sorry.
Because we are going to talk to a Canadian.
What
today.
is that in Canadian?
99 cents. That's like $6, and you get to talk to Ryan Reynolds.
And you get a pack of ho-hos?
I think so.
Okay.
Jamie, welcome on board the show. You probably should start regretting it about now. Thank you for coming on. The minute I saw that you had an initiative called Nothing is the New Something, I knew I wanted to talk with you. So what the heck is that? And how did you even get that through?
Yeah, that's great to hear. And thank you so much for having me this morning. Nothing is the new something is just flipping this busyness of work, the hustle of work culture on its head. And we've heard a lot about burnout and quiet quitting recently. So this is our way of reclaiming our time and promoting, I think, what our destination is really good at, which is alternative ways of living and being. And that a mindfulness around how we spend our time, how we interact with our environment, and just embracing less.
It's more than just a slogan. I mean, it's like a clever slogan, but you're also doing things to make sure that people actually unplug. So what kinds of things are you throwing behind this idea?
We have a series of kind of cheeky videos that take that office jargon that people love to hate and kind of turn it around to doing nothing, how not to crush your goals, lean into ineffectiveness, the subtle art of not showing up, these kind of things that we see a lot of that in office culture, and we're trying to encourage people to apply that level of productivity to their free time.
How serious are you about it? Do you go around like with a billy club or like a spray bottle when you catch people working when they're supposed to be on vacation? I feel like you should have a posse.
Yeah, no, we totally should. Luckily, we're a pretty remote place, so the intermittent cell phone service kind of does that for us.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
let's go. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I just moved into a new place. I didn't have internet for like, for 4 days or something. Thought I would die. And my teenage child was convinced they were going to die.
yeah, for sure. Jamie, so then, all right, let's say I buy into your evil plot and I take a plane to Victoria and then I haul up to the Southern Gulf Islands and I'm going to commit to doing nothing as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to eat there? That's the first thought in my head. Like I'm going to get a nice little bite to eat before I go back to my, I don't know, Airbnb or something. What am I going to eat there that's going to make me go, I'm never leaving?
Oh man, our bakeries are amazing. Just everybody, I don't know if this is true everywhere, but the cinnamon buns are just all over the islands. Everyone has an amazing cinnamon bun. So we're a collection of 5 islands, and every single island has a cinnamon bun that's worth trying. And I don't know if I've been anywhere that's been like that.
You have competition.
I was just going to say, is there like a bun off or something?
Like an award-winning bun?
Not yet, but that's definitely a little private pet project that I've been mulling over for a while.
You do a cinnamon bun crawl.
Cinnamon bun crawl. Yeah, like a pub crawl for people who like diabetes.
Want to get drunk.
That's
and
right.
Wake up with no recollection of how they got there.
That's true. All right, cinnamon buns it is. So I finish off my cinnamon bun. I get a local coffee establishment to fill me up full of some caffeine. And then I smell the salty air and your beautiful cedar wood. What else aren't I going to do when I'm there?
Make plans. No plans, no timeline.
No plans.
Yeah, just follow those sights and smells and tune into your senses and see where they take you, and instead of making a to-do list.
But there are things to do, right? It's not like
is there nothing to do, or what do we got?
Of course, yeah. No, we have great hikes. Super accessible day hikes that for any ability, coastal walks. We're on the orca migration path, and we have a resident pod of orcas that live in the area as well. So we promote shore-based whale watching because it's more environmentally friendly. The bakeries are great. Our farms we have farmers that are passionate about organic farming and food security. So a lot of our restaurants source ingredients from the farms here, and those are definitely worth trying. And then we're a creative hub of artists and artisans. So there's a lot of studios and galleries that are super interesting to check out. A lot of creativity on display here.
You should tell us in detail how you came up with the idea for this initiative, because I want to go turn off the heat that just came on and it's so loud.
Tell us a little bit about how we made this nothing happen.
This was, I think, a joint effort of our team trying to turn the truths of our islands into our strengths. It's long been a place where people have come to live alternatively, and we wanted to translate the values of our residents to visitors to the islands as well. So showcasing how just slowing down and appreciating the natural beauty, the simple things can be good for visitors to this destination.
I'm curious how that meeting went though. Like, cause I imagine, I don't know, 7 or 8 people around a table and they're like, all right, let's do one where we talk about parasailing. And they're like, no, let's really pump up the orcas. And you're like, guys, we've done orcas like 85 years in a row. Like that's not the thing anymore. How about nothing? Like, did they think like did you start this idea and were they like, that's foolishness? Or like, Was there any pushback right out of the gate, or did they just jump right into it?
No, not at all. And I can't take credit for the idea. It was really a team effort. But yeah, it resonated instantly. It just made sense to everybody, and so we went with it like right away. Yeah.
Well, not to get you into trouble, but what kind of vacationer are you? Are you a do nothing vacationer, or are you a like
Adventure
take in the
sports?
city? Yeah. Well, I'm not adventure sports, but I do like tours and stuff.
Well, you asked her.
Yes, I did. But I'm saying, like, by contrast to do nothing,
Right.
there's some people who do a bunch of stuff. Which are you?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I'm definitely not a do nothing vacationer. Total adventure, but also, I mean, depending where I am, I will do a lot of like the museums or what's available and try to see and do as much as possible. However, I did just take a vacation where I did nothing, and it was excellent. It was definitely, it totally embraced our whole slogan, and felt the effects for sure.
And the cinnamon buns.
And the cinnamon buns.
Wherever you go, do you go to other lands and check out their cinnamon buns, like how they make them in Prague?
Yeah. Or like a
No,
you substitute based on like where you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Was it the one? Leslie said, I like a relaxing vacation. I don't want to feel like I have such a busy vacation that I need a vacation to recover for it. So she's on board.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exactly.
another whole conversation. Carol says, same here. One of my close friends has very active vacations. I need a vacation from them. Jamie, I'd love to know what you do about people who really struggle with doing nothing. Is there anything you could do to help?
That is a good question.
My first thought was alcohol.
No, I think you do help. You give them out of office messages, right? Like pre-baked kind of, or social posts that are like, I'm gone. I'm not doing anything on social right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have pre-made out of office messages that embrace this idea of, finding your purpose and reclaiming balance in your life, and social posts as well. Yeah, that are inspirational. Like I said, self-service is intermittent. So that kind of helps that connectivity that, tries to keep you doing stuff all the time. And we're a rural place, and not always the information online about our businesses and is not always accurate either. So sometimes it's just, you have, I don't know, maybe the wrong hours are listed on Google, and then you just have to go with the flow. And it kind of, the destination forces that slowing down.
Not there.
Jamie, are you a lifelong resident of this area, or were you somewhere else and you found yourself here?
I found myself here about 4 years ago. Yeah. So
and
I came from.
Where were you before? The middle of the hectic misery of the world, or like what gets you to say?
You're
I think I want to
recreating the story of Cars from Pixar with her. Is what you're doing in your head. I can already tell. You're like, she had a busy life and she was on the go, and then took a detour.
I'm just curious. What makes you think? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go somewhere where cell service is terrible. So I basically could be like a weaver or like a lawn mowing person or a baker. Yeah. What makes you get there?
We have a lot of potters, a lot of gardeners. No, I was I'm from Ontario originally, but I had moved to a lot of different places. And this one kind of came up as kind of the next destination for me, and this is the one that stuck. So I'd been bouncing around a lot, and this is the longest place I've lived since I was doing my undergrad. It's like so inspirational to be here and being around the type of people who are here. We have no like chain businesses, and it's all like small entrepreneurs and just very passionate people.
What's that like the community of people who lives there full time? Are you so relieved when the tourists go away, or are they like a valued and fun part of your day to day?
It's a little bit of both. it's very busy in the summer, and that's part of why we promote this doing nothing initiative. It's the winter time, what we call the cozy season, is the best time to do that. So trying to draw out the busyness of the visitors in the summer to come in different seasons.
So
yeah.
Because you're coastal though and all that, the way I would guess your winter is it's a lot more like a lot of rain, not a mountain of snow. Like you're not a snow destination and people aren't going to get their skidoos out over there. Is that true?
No, yeah, definitely not a snow destination, but we get about a third of the rain of Vancouver. So people don't realize we do get rain, but not nearly as much as
yeah, I was blotting you in the same exact, rain band as like Vancouver and whatever that other place is, Seattle.
Whatever the other place. How about weddings? Do you do weddings and stuff, or is that kind of like too far afield for people?
No, we do weddings.
A cinnamon bun wedding.
Yeah. There are, quite a few weddings here, and we have bigger hotels as well that are really good at that.
Bigger hotels? Like 50 beds or so? Is that what you're...
Ooh, I don't know exactly, but yeah, I would say 50.
You mean like resorts?
Oh, do you have a
like
resort?
in Dirty Dancing, there was a resort where you could, I don't know, play pickleball or something.
Right, yeah. That does resonate with the lifestyle here. There are some resorts, but we have a lot of our like small cottage resorts on lakeside. So little cabins and cute rustic places.
In places like PEI, we have Anna Green Gables, and it's ad nauseum. Like, everything begins and ends with Anna Green Gables over there. In other areas, they might have, like Newfoundland has the screeching in with the cod and all that sort of a thing. And there's that whole like Newfoundland's like this whole other Canada. It doesn't exist. Southern Gulf Islands, do you have a famous Green Gabler, or do you have some animal that we have to kiss to become an honorary citizen there? Or like, is there any particular anchor?
What's your thing?
Yeah. Is there an anchor to the culture over there? What do you got?
Oh, that's a great question. Nothing specific for all of the islands. We're 5 islands, and the region is similar, but all of the islands are a little bit different, and people are passionately, I think, independent. And I don't think there would be one thing that I think everyone would agree to that would almost, relieve them of their independence and their own unique personality.
How easy is it to start a business there?
I am not familiar with the like legal landscape of that, but
you'll let anybody open up a cinnamon bun place.
Yeah, I guess anyone could start a bun place or a pottery business.
Yeah.
So,
but you need some bookstores.
I think
any good bookstores in the Gulf Islands? That's a good question.
Oh, some great bookstores. Yeah, every island has a bookstore. There's one called Black Sheep Books, which does some, I think, vintage editions of books, and they have like the curvy kind of shelves with ladders that go up to the top. Very poetic.
Oh, I love that stuff. I need a bookstore. What about movies? If you want to watch a movie, where do you go? Do you have like an inflatable drive-in screen? Like, what's the situation?
Here where I am on Salt Spring Island, we have a movie theater, and it's kind of a converted hall. Lots of character. They even have like little seat risers that you can put on your seat because it's just a flat floor, so you can prop yourself up above. It's so great.
So if you're a little bit height challenged, you could be taller at least throughout the movie.
You might be too tall. They might ask you to leave.
Yeah, they might make me scooch.
6'2".
Well, cool. Jamie, I do have another question, which is in the putting of, is there a competition? Like, are you competing with some particular kind of a traveling person? Like, is it like you versus Victoria or anything like that? That's what I'm getting at.
Throw down.
No, we're all part of like a bigger team, I would say, and we work with Victoria as well. And we're a lesser known destination, so people going to Victoria would benefit from knowing more about us, and they could have a longer trip as well.
Nice.
Because we're so close. I mean, the ferry from Victoria is about 35 minutes to 45 minutes, so super easy.
Right around
And
the corner.
Is that
yeah,
your target audience, kind of like the people that you're trying to get to are local-ish, or like very weekend trippers? Or are you looking for people coming from further away? Like, what's your sweet spot?
most of our visitors right now do come from Victoria and Vancouver and Washington and California as well.
Ah,
Do you have
None
like
of those
a best
orders.
kept secret thing going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
kind of fun.
Mhm.
Well, we've hit this part of the show where I have to push this button.
Oh, and here's our person of the day. Kaboom!
Kaboom indeed. I'm going to give it to Leslie today because I don't know.
Because reasons.
Because reasons.
I thought we were expecting some chocolate or some syrup or some
Syrup.
something.
I think it was syrup. We were
So,
supposed to get some
I would
syrup.
hold off on any more
Yeah, no more person of the day, Leslie's. Pay
until we
up.
get our syrup.
All right. Jamie, we've come to a part of the show where we ask the same question to every guest. This is everything from Sir Mix-a-Lot has answered this question. So has Mistress Harley, the financial dominatrix.
Sisters, and also Sister Anne Flanagan.
Sister Anne Flanagan of the Daughters of St. Paul. Question is, what goes in your backpack? Now, this could be something physical, like a avocado and avocado. It could be something metaphorical, like hope for the future. Kerry, what's an example of something physical you could add to a backpack?
Ooh, extra set of teeth. DJ Cumberbund.
An extra set of teeth. There you
Yeah.
go, Jamie. That's what you're competing with today. Or something metaphorical?
Oh, kindness.
Kindness.
Ariel
sounds good.
Helvetica burlesque performer. Was she from Canada? She might have been.
She might have been a Canadian burlesque performer.
She might have been.
Oh, look, Dean showed up again.
Oh,
Hi,
hey,
Dean. So,
Oh yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. We didn't
oh
even say
yeah,
that.
happy Saint, and you're wearing
Yeah,
green
I
today.
am. Got my
Yeah.
Irish shirt on. Viking.
I'm just Irish in my heart. Okay, Jamie, what are we going to add to the backpack for you?
I think uninterrupted time, just a blank agenda.
It's very on brand.
Well, I took my first
Interesting.
year.
That's
I'm converted.
Laid back tourism office. Like, hey, did you get that creative for us? And you're like,
yeah, the deadlines in her office are not that big a deal.
they couldn't really get mad at you for taking some time off.
I was raised in Augusta, Maine, which is the capital of Maine, and it is the least tourist-friendly city I think I've ever been to. There's no slogan, but my grandmother had a slogan, and it was in French because she was French Canadian from up in New Brunswick. I don't know why I couldn't think of that place. And it started with the tabernacle, and then it went right into
She was salty.
she was that kind of person. I mean, I don't